So guys, give me a share here back in the video. Today's video is what if Bridgette won Total Drama Island. So, how can we make Bridgette a winner? Well, I forgot to say in my video, but Trent, obviously we're using Trent from his original appearance. For Bridgette, we're using the exact same one from Island, as Bridgette has every reason and every way that is perfect in her appearance to win the season. And so, we're going to use that. So let's begin. So, really, Duncan had the guys alliance at this point. So how can we ensure Bridgette wins? Well, we don't know who voted for who, but we know the guys voted for each other. We have to assume Heather and Lindsay must have voted, so that was 5 votes. And we must assume Gwen didn't vote, so I imagine Izzy probably voted. So that means if we take Jeff's word and say he didn't vote for Bridgette, we can safely say that at this point, that would still be a 5-4 vote. In the original, Duncan, Owen, and Bridgette were in the bottom 3, which I find bizarre. Heather has immunity at this point, so we got to keep that in mind in Lashana. So, how can we prevent her from being voted off? Well, we know Duncan is obviously not going to vote, and we need someone to flip on their side of the alliance. DJ is friends with Jeff. So, in this situation, I'm going to say DJ actually votes for Duncan, even though he's friends with him, and Duncan gets sent home. Despite being my favourite character, Duncan had the marshmallow last, so he would got sent home, I think, if Bridgette wasn't eliminated. Episode 18. So episode 18, this is the bike race. Obviously, Jeff will make the guys alliance, and Bridgette would be on board and added. I think Lashana and Gwen would also join this alliance now, because Duncan's not the leader, so I feel like DJ, Owen, and Jeff are just kind of lost. So, Izzy and Lashana still off the entire episode. I'm going to say Jeff wouldn't wipe out this time because Bridgette's here, so he wouldn't forget the bolt, but Gwen and DJ still wipe out. Owen and Jeff would wipe out. We should just figure out of these three who would cross the finish line. So, I think Heather would still trick Lindsay. Between Lindsay and Bridgette. Bridgette would wipe out and Lindsay still gets sent home. Episode 9, Bridgette gets wiped out after being distracted by Jeff because he wiped out to see if he's okay, and she gets sent home. Lindsay still gets sent home. Episode 19 will not change, and DJ still gets eliminated. Episode 20, this is Wakanda Gone Wild, so Heather would still shoot Izzy. Bridgette replaces Duncan, but she wouldn't make an alliance with Heather, and everyone's forced to vote off Izzy as she's the final member in a couple, and could be quite a big threat. Episode 21, we have the pairs, so Bridgette would just replace Duncan and Hugo to Shauna. First part, it would be Gwen and Jeff. The second part is Eating Charge, Owen and Heather. Second part, remember the elimination order is race by now, Gwen and Jeff. Finally, remember the elimination order would be Lashana and Bridgette. So normally, nobody wins the immunity. And the question is, would Jeff still get voted off? Or would they rather get rid of Heather? I think everyone would still go for Jeff because of the fact Jeff is very popular and he can be quite threatening. So I think Bridgette and Gwen would actually vote and Lashana vote for Heather. But I feel like Heather would vote for Jeff, and I think Jeff and Owen vote for Heather. But everyone would think that it's a popularity contest at this point, so they would still get rid of Jeff, even though it doesn't make much sense. That would still happen, which makes Bridgette really sad. Episode 22 is still Lashana, just no explanation. Lashana still gets sent home. You can argue it's Owen, but I'm just going to say Lashana still gets sent home. Owen was originally here, so I'm not going to change that. Episode 23, we have the fan favorite character, Mr. Coconut, into the fray. In future episodes, I might just leave him in that episode, but why would I? Mr. Coconut. Owen makes Mr. Coconut, and Bridgette would replace Gwen, but obviously Bridgette and Gwen would just be friends and not fighting each other trying to steal the egg. Mr. Coconut still gets sent home. Episode 24 is I Triple Dog Dare You. I'm not Triple Dog, I'm sorry, this is Are We There Yeti? So Heather and Gwen and Bridgette and Owen. Bridgette and the guys originally had a map. So Bridgette would have a map with Owen. And because Bridgette wouldn't fall asleep, and Heather wouldn't do that play on... She can't do that play on Bridgette in the same way she does on Duncan. I think it's safe for me to say that Bridgette and Owen win this challenge. So I feel like here that Heather would get sent home, as there's no way Chef's keeping Gwen over him. Episode 25, we have I Triple Dog Dare You. So Bridgette just replaces Heather, and I think Owen's a party animal, so I think he's definitely making it at the end. So I feel like Bridgette and Gwen would like team up, and they'd try to help each other. And I feel like Owen just wouldn't lose. So I think between Bridgette and Gwen, obviously normally I take Gwen, but Gwen was going to actually give up at this point, and Bridgette would have a resilience. She would keep fighting to win it for Jeff, so I think Gwen gets sent home. Episode 26, we have the finale, so Gwen's with Bridgette, Heather Owen, Mr. Coconut Owen, Lashana Gwen, Jeff Gwen, Izzy Owen, DJ Gwen, Lindsay Owen, Duncan Owen, Trent Gwen, Bridgette, Eva, I'm going to say Owen, Harold, Owen, Courtney, Owen, Bridgette, Sadie, Owen, Beth Owen, Cody Owen, Tyler Owen, Katie Owen, Justin Owen, Noah Owen, and Ezekiel Owen. The race to the end there on the balance beams. It's very, very close. Justin will try to distract Bridgette, but I think this is where Jeff comes in. You see, Jeff would throw a coconut at Owen's head, and Jeff would tackle Owen to the ground, telling Bridgette to cross the finish line, holding him long enough so Bridgette can cross. In the alternate ending, Jeff successfully misses, and Owen's able to cross. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. This is the only show I think the season would have gone if Bridgette won Total Drama Island. And yeah, the next person after Bridgette, we have Lindsay. Peace, farewell.